Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Quick pass on the fly motion. Looking for room at the 40. He's loose. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide out in motion. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loses 4. Brings up second down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Get set, get set. Slide 22. Slide.
Leaves it with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. The give to the tailback. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. This quarterback part of their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Looking for space. It's Marshall.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 14, Michigan 0.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Penn State 21, Michigan 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they'd better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He'll run it again. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Davis looking to pass. He uncorks one deep. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll let one go down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Now 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to get one down to the 15.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. They go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Timeout, Michigan.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Davis will throw. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
Certainly not the greatest of kicks there, and they'll down it inside their own 40. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Davis looking to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
31, Michigan 7.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Going to the run to start this second half. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Off the play fake on first down. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Try to get it to the edge. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things.
Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Vanderbilt rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Davis will throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
coming after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. They're bringing heat. They got him. Big stop in the backfield and one